Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Gianluca. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. You, Bobby?
I'm good. I'm good. Hanging in there. My dog is still alive, but
Okay.
it's having congestive heart failure and has diabetes.
Okay.
So now I have to go on Wednesday and learn how to give my dog insulin shots.
But for something that well, something that eaten
No,
or
no. It's a very old dog
okay.
for its breed, so this is just what happens to them. They can't process the sugars when they get older, so they get diabetes. And if you don't give them
Mhm.
insulin shots, they'll retain water and kind of drown in their own fluids. I know it's gross, but
Okay.
so every meal I have to inject my dog with insulin. I'm like, yay, woohoo!
Poor animal.
I know. I feel sorry for the little. They say that once you start doing this, the dog is perfectly fine again, which I'm hoping because she's been having a tough time, but we'll see. I have two dogs, so the other one's a puppy. So
Yeah, maybe the other you show me something like yeah, photo or
yeah, he's a
I
nice black lab.
yeah,
Actually,
no, we see a photo together, and you say that it's similar to your dog. I think it's the youngest one.
okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me,
yeah.
that would be the sick
Ah,
one.
okay.
And then, hi, Sammy. That's the puppy, which is unusual for him to
Okay.
be laying down. Lucy, Lucy, wake up.
Yeah, okay.
They Anyway, I'm
Very
turning my camera.
fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yes, very fun.
They're favorite. I have to turn my camera off. It's Monday morning. I feel like.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
no problem.
how can I help you with the epic sprint?
Okay, so yeah, actually, I share my screen. And the current version is pretty good. I need also, I think it's that one. So 1,000 words, and I think it's the half part. So this is the customer archetype and problem, the value proposition that we worked on with the Peter, and that part. Yeah, I took that part from your document. It's that one from that
Hmm.
one, and I think it's pretty good. I just to add the final market analysis that I have in my pitch deck,
Hmm.
and I will do that. And also that part it's pretty good. They also work with.
Wait, go back to the. I like
Oh,
the
sorry.
colors. Yeah, let's start. I like the colors.
Yeah, because the idea is to have similar color to yeah. That is the quarter. Yeah, try to English. So for this is the features.
Yep, it's very nice.
Yeah, the feature and the same for yeah the cost.
I like it. Yep.
Yeah, and I think I would add similar for the budgeting. This is the previous year,
Hmm.
2024, and for budgeting, I want to show similar color and similar costs.
Yep. Very nice.
And yeah, just one question: what does it mean accountability? How and who
Is
in
that
your
for the
opinion?
funding and the finances? So, oh, my dogs are fighting now. Okay, stop it. So I would think that would be accountability. How and who would be for the finances. Like once you get a check in, what are you going to do with it? Do you have a bank account? I don't know. That's what I would think.
Okay, yeah, it's the
Like, is there any
it's
more information around that?
yeah, I think so. It's
Oh, you
here.
don't have to. I can see it.
Explanation how you will manage personal finance, specific on funding, grant, funding sources. And how specifically, okay, that one. An explanation on how you will manage your personal finances given the salary in this budget. Specifics on each funding round, including the amounts, funding sources, and short list of investors, and how and specifically who you will use to hold yourself accountable each month for the next 12 months.
Okay, so I would think that that would be hold yourself accountable for the next 12 months in the same sentence with funding source and investors would be how, like, are you using QuickBooks? Is the
Mhm.
money going into a bank account? But we can
Okay.
just, I would take that whole epic sprint, this whole thing,
Yeah.
and put it in
Okay.
chat GPT.
Yeah, I think there are.
Like, I don't know how detailed they want to go on
So,
accountability.
okay, no is accountability mechanism. Monthly performance review held with the board of advisor. Revenue target, customer acquisition, product milestone.
Okay,
Reviews.
accountability for you hitting your targets.
Mhm.
Um, Monthly performance reviews is perfect. Revenue target. Yep, I think you got it.
Okay, yes, just to maybe analyze that part and develop
Yep,
with the
yep,
extended part. Okay,
yep.
yes, I can take some notes and yeah.
I don't understand what they mean by personal finances management. Like,
Yeah, I
they want
think because
you to say how you are going to like, I don't understand that. Like, this
yeah,
has
I
nothing.
think no, sorry, go ahead.
I don't think it has anything to do with your personal finances. If you are getting compensated for a paycheck, what do they care what you do with that?
Okay, I have some another question during another sprint that ask how to you how do you think to manage your finance like and also personal first of all the personal finance. They say, if you are involved in other startup of company, it's not the best. You should have no more 20% of equity, he said. So in my case, I have 0% of equity in other in other company. Currently, I have I have a freelance position, so I have also free time to dedicate to that, and also I'm as smart working, so I'm good for that position. And also another question is talk with your partner or your girlfriends about that project if she is or he or she agree with your project plan in the future and ask them something like you, what they want to ask. Like, and I talked with Valentina. She says, "Yeah, I totally agree with your project." She said, and yeah, I'm very happy of that. And also, she said you should dedicate part of your weekends to relax and together and something like that. So there are that two questions are in previous sprint in
So they're
on this.
treating you as the asset.
Sorry.
They're treating you as the asset.
Yeah, I mean the asset.
Like, as the founder, they're like, you're the asset, and we need to make sure you're okay. So we don't want you in too many other projects. We want to make sure
Yeah.
your family's on board. I get it now.
Yeah, right, right. They are in the previous sprint. If you are not free enough, if you have, if you don't have enough free time, you cannot continue. Or if your partner or your girlfriend or boyfriend is not agree, you cannot continue. So in previous sprint I already tested it, so I'm okay. No,
Okay,
no problem. Yeah.
I get it. I was like, do they want to know what bank accounts you have? What does that mean? No, I get it now. They want to make sure you're on board 100% with what you're about to do.
Yeah, and also ask about bank account. Yeah, for company, I think it's important to have an US bank account starting from the
Yeah, and I can set that up really easy with everybody's signatures and
mhm,
everything as soon as we get incorporated and get that
mhm.
ID number from the government.
Yeah, also other when you incorporate also the other expenses, if you want to split, you can send us the your yeah, like I don't know, bill or something. Do you have some invoice that you received from I don't know, the David and other I think is there some taxes to split?
Well, there were just some fees in incorporating,
Mm-hmm.
which I gave. I'm assuming that the fees you pay Delaware are included
Mm-hmm.
in that bill he sent me. If not, they would be additional, but I put them in that Excel worksheet. And I'll put that Excel worksheet where I've been keeping track of my expenses on
Mm-hmm.
the Trello board under something. I'll create a new one. I did create a tab on the Trello board
I I don't hear you.
Sorry, when
Okay.
I tabs,
No,
I
no
lost you.
problem. No problem.
I looked at the Trello board. So when I went to the Trello,
Mhm.
so I created a tab for clients because you had that information
Okay.
on that client. So later I can let me share my screen and show you
Hmm.
a different tab though. Hold on. Uh, so what I did was this is our regular tab, which I'm going to probably figure something out because it's getting a little crazy to look at. I set up a
Hmm.
tab for clients. So
Hmm.
Greg, a founder in my F1 member, said he needs an
Hmm.
AI. So I put that there so we could have potential clients and then make another list for actual clients or
Hmm.
whatever. So we could keep track of all the people that we're trying to get to try the product. And then the same,
Perfect.
the dev issues are all on here.
Hmm.
Hopefully that will work out soon. And then here, what we're doing is the epic sprint and the 5 top risks. I guess that goes with the epic sprint, but
Hmm.
that's all stored in there. I finished the advisory information, the cap table, and the founder's checklist per what we discussed yesterday. So we can go over that at 1 o'clock with Peter today.
Hmm.
Um, and then I'm going to work on the team. And, like we have the advisory information for the advisors for them to get ready to sign. We need to talk about the team and what their expectations are, um, for whatever they're doing. And I kind of did the cap table. Let me see if I can get it
Hmm.
on the screen with our names. And, oh no, this is the wrong one. What happened to my cap table? Hold on a second.
Hmm.
That's the old one. I fixed it. Yeah, this is the right one. So I
Hmm.
added 3 advisors in case I broke out that 10% that we are putting aside between 3 advisors and 17 members. And
Okay.
so that will work. Um,
Hmm.
so that's on the cap table. And if you want to put a link to that Epic Sprint, that document in here, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Is that
Excuse me.
fine?
So that's basically what I've been working on. And I really want
Hmm.
to work on the team and the product testing because as soon as we get something that I can test, I'm going to create guides from the
Hmm.
YouTube videos. So where are we developmentally wise?
Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Um, okay. Um, yeah. The first question. Next, no meetings during a Christmas holiday. l- let's talk in January the 6th or the next, because it's on Monday, it's the 6th.
Yeah, that's perfect. The 6th is great.
Okay. Okay.
After the holiday, nobody, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That works.
Um,
I'm just trying now to see if we can edit the calendar.
and I'm not able to do that. Also, check the
I might,
YouTube video. I'm not able to do that.
I
But
might be able to do it.
yeah, send a message on Discord because basically our community and the other, like also Sarvesh, Swapnil, they read current Discord channel. So I send them a message here,
Oh,
and
that's
yeah, they are able to read there. This is the Epic Sprint. I will put the link on Trello, and uh, yeah,
yeah.
backlog priority.
When they since they've changed the Confluence, I can't find anything anymore. It's
I yeah, I start from my email. When did you receive a conference update by email or not?
I don't I receive a ton of them, and the last one was from David. So no, I
Okay.
didn't receive a notice. Oh, I think I found the page to change. Let's see.
Okay.
This is such a pain in the ass. Okay, here. So let me share my screen real quick. I'll tell you. So somewhere on here should be the ability to play with the calendar, but I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, me too.
I don't see
I
it anywhere.
didn't. I didn't find it. Me too.
Yeah, you should be able to. Those are just comments. You should be able to. There should be a link. There used to be a link to the calendar. Now, when I go to the calendar, which is really confusing me, I have to go get our link in the on the LinkedIn conversation because lab meetings don't show up on the new calendar for the decentralized trust. It has all of these, but it doesn't have labs. So we don't show up on the calendar. So how do you delete something that's not on the calendar?
Yeah, I agree. And but also when yeah, in the past I had the same problem. Also, yeah, even the calendar is displayed. I remember I checked out the YouTube video on how to remove a meeting, a slot, but I was not able to do that. So
You
I
know,
solved it.
I could send David a note and just say we're having trouble editing the calendar. What do you think?
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's the best. I think last time I did the same. I sent an email to David.
because this is the homepage, and there used to be a menu here that had the link to the calendar, and now it's gone. And then the only other calendar is that one that doesn't have the labs. And our lab isn't even listed here.
Mm-hmm. I
So
see.
I don't know. Regular. Ooh, here we go. Maybe this is it. I found a new calendar.
No.
Okay, I'm putting that on my. So I find it. Okay, so we are on here.
Yes.
So let's see if we
Let's see.
can. Well, first I should log in. I don't know if this is right, but okay. Let me stop sharing while I play this game. Well, I play this game. Okay, what am I looking for? My email. Okay, I'm logged in. Let me share my screen again. Oh, Swapnil joined us. Oh, hi, Swapnil. I see that you're driving. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, Swapnil. Thank you, Swapnil. This is the last meeting of that year. We start next year in January the 6th.
sorry, I popped off again.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing with too many tabs. I leave the tab and it disconnects. So I want to try to delete
Mhm,
the meeting for the 30th.
mhm,
I don't know if it doesn't seem like I have. No, I don't have. I used to have rights to delete it. It would give me rights, but this calendar doesn't have it. So I'll just mention it to David and he can do it.
mhm. Okay, thank you.
But I put a link to this section, which is awesome because I didn't know this was here. Uh, yeah, so okay, that's our big calendar, I guess. All right, so let me go back to yeah, this one too has to go. These speakers right click. No, no, there's no way to delete it. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll talk to David. I
Thank
will
you,
send
Bobby.
I will send him an email. So he can't delete it. So getting back to where we were talking about the status of the development team. So where
O-
are we with that?
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, we have a backlog, so a list of feature that we want to implement, but we I'd like to talk with Peter about priority because it's very important to have a path how to do that. So first of all, I had on last Saturday I had an interesting meeting with Greg, which is in my FI work group, and his requests are generate user manuals from source code. Yeah, it's not easy. I think it's not possible at the moment. We can generate maybe user manual starting from a short video because the source code has lots or infinite paths. You can click one button and the second one, or you can click the one button and the last one. You have lots of possibility. So
But
it's
isn't
not.
that what Read the Docs does?
And no, it's not really docs. It's yeah. He wants another. Yeah, let me share that that one with Greg if I am able to. Yeah, it's not that one, but maybe that one. No, where is?
Oh, I didn't know you get a notice every time I do something in Trello. How annoying.
Yeah, C3 action. Maybe that one if we open. Okay. Um, no, that one. You need the screenshot. I had some screenshot, but I don't see. Yeah, in any way, he has a visual app, desktop app installed in a PC, and the basic utility for that app is to migrate data from text file to database, and so he wants to write code and create in some automatic way a user manual, but it's not possible for me because if you start, let me show with an example. Yeah, like
I still am confused as to what's the difference between GitHub's read the docs interface, like in a make the docs, where they take your source code and they create manuals from it right
yeah,
from GitHub.
no, no, because yeah, it's I should explain better. It's up to me. I mean, it's not Greg does not want um, developer manual, but a user manual. And user
Okay,
manual, yeah, it's related to the
I got it. I know
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I got
yeah,
it. Yep.
user interface. Like you are here for user manual, how to like manage.
Yeah, they don't want to know how to install the code. They want to know how to use the
Yeah,
code. Got
okay,
it.
yeah, and also you can say because sometimes you should. I don't know how to use Google Maps. Yeah, you can get here, but also you can
Yep.
cannot have user manual from code, but someone should show you the different step because
Hmm.
from code you don't understand the different step how to do something. Okay, so it's not possible for me, but I asked him three questions. One question is what the hardest problem, and he said user manual. The second one is the feature that you are willing to pay, and he said again user manual. And what kind of problem related to that application and features, and he said I need 100% so of accuracy. So if you create a user manual is not as accurate as I want, so 100%, it's not useful for me and for my clients, he said. So this is the Greg feedback, and I shared that with
Hmm.
Peter, and he said it's a sort of pivot. We should follow our current feature,
Roadmap
like yeah, and we can decide maybe later.
to add
So
something like that.
yeah, also Greg asked to have a meeting with you and Peter. If you are available, we can also schedule a meeting with him. We
Okay,
can
I'm
talk.
fine with that.
Okay, we can
I'm
maybe we
just
can
not
talk.
around. I'm not around Tuesday, but I'll be back Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah,
So
he's the same time zone because he is based is located in Philadelphia, Greg, too. So
I'm very close to Philadelphia where I live.
so I think you can you and Peter are comfortable with the time zone.
Yeah,
So maybe at 1 p.m. we can talk about that, and if Peter is available, we can schedule a short meeting with Greg.
that would be
And
wonderful.
okay, thank you. And other dev feature, yeah, the dashboard. Yeah, it's. I think it's very important to implement the dashboard because if some customer or user wants to test at the moment, can test only the Hyperledger Fabric knowledge base. If they want to use the all documents, we need to implement the dashboard, and also the rich UX, adding some links to document sources in the answers.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the last two, one is the yes, some alternative UX. There is some tools like Streamlit, which it allows us to implement very quickly um, UX chatbot without write code. Okay,
Hmm.
it's very easy. So maybe it's important when we have some um, uh, front end developer that has a commitment in some way that is not available, we can use that one. And the last one, it's our, I think, our home run. It's the advanced RAG and multi-agent architecture. And I'd like to discuss with you and Peter in 1 p.m. at 1 p.m. To have a priority of that bullet
Mhm.
points.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And I think it's pretty finished. Yeah, I also test that one, the Dante
Oh
AI.
yeah, so did I. I joined.
I have also tried my
I loved it. It
documents.
was gorgeous.
Yeah, this is the result. Can I help you? And the question was, I used the documents of Hyperledger Fabric, how to install Hyperledger Fabric, and this is the answer. Okay, this is my opinion. The tool is the AI tool. It's very interesting because as good configuration, very quick create of knowledge base, but the response, it's the quality is slow. This is my
Yeah,
opinion,
very.
and also the source code, it's the same, pretty the same. Every time is shared the same link with all the question, all the answer.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Mhm.
So it's very easy to configure and to start,
But
but
it's not very robust.
yeah, yeah,
So
this is
my
my opinion.
question is, now this is interesting. I don't know if we're allowed to do it or not, but could we take the edX course for Fabric, the administrator or the developers course, and put that in, and then just ask the forum questions and see for not Dante, but for our test? Do you think
We
that
we
would be
can
able to?
try.
I don't know if
We
that
can
would be
try.
legal or not.
Yeah, it depends. I don't know. It depends on the license of the
Hi,
course. I don't
everyone.
know.
Hey, Peter, how are you?
Good. Sorry, I was a little late today. I had some conflicting meetings.
No, no
What
problem.
happened?
Everyone wants to meet Mondays at 9 a.m. Who wants to meet Mondays at 9 a.m.?
It's stand up, Peter. Don't you know? It's stand
That's
up.
the way all these companies work.
If
I,
you worked in any company, you had Monday morning stand up.
I know, I know, I know. You're right. You're right.
I couldn't survive a week without it, to be perfectly honest. We
Hello,
were just
Peter.
talking about the results from Dante.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
put I put my documents, the Diver Ledger Fabric documents, and yeah, it's pretty good to create the very quickly the configuration and also the ingest, the knowledge base, ingesting the documents. But yeah, we are talking about the quality of the response. I think it's not the best because this is the answer. It's very short and without any kind of comments, and
Yeah,
also
not
the
not like, hey, you can clone, but like, well, how do I actually do that? Like,
Yeah,
what are
and
the
what
steps to
version
actually?
of Docker do I need? What version of Go? What is JS Node and how do I get it? Like the prerequisites. Again, when I was monitoring the forum for the edX course, that was where 90% of the problems were step one.
Okay.
the dashboard is the best. The dashboard is the best. It's very
Yeah, it's
quick. I
very
don't know
nice.
if yeah, it's very nice. That one you can you configure the dashboard in 1 minute. You put your documents. There are two options: PDF or link. It ingests all kind of link and all kind of PDF, but the response, I think it's not high quality. It's not
No,
quality,
it's not
and
very robust.
It's just too that doesn't give you enough detail to actually take these steps. All
uh,
right. And I liked how you were returning actually like the terminal code of like here's what to actually do.
Hmm.
no
I thought that
terminal
was
code
really
here,
interesting.
and
Yeah.
it provides all with all question the same links. That one,
Okay.
that
Well,
link,
thanks.
that
Thanks
link.
for jumping right in and playing with this, Gianluca. This is great. So
Oh, thank you.
how is the AI FAQ chatbot doing in terms of the quality of the responses?
Yeah,
The
it's
let's start with the accuracy of the responses. How do you feel that is? Have you just done some basic testing and
yeah. I think it's that. It's the where is yeah, we have the screenshot. I think here. Sorry, this is the screenshot. So we yeah I planned to also test the terminal commands.
okay, so you haven't done that yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, so this is one question you've asked it of the installation. Have you asked it just other questions and just to see if they're accurate? Like, hey, who's the creators of Hyperledger Fabric? What's the purpose of like, have you started asking it different questions? Like I've asked it those questions, but I don't know if the answers are accurate. I don't know the product well enough without then having to research deeply, like how hard is it to fake this thing out and it just come back with, Joe Biden created Hyperledger or something? I don't
He created everything.
Yeah, yeah. How involved is, Kamala Harris been with Hyperledger? And see if it just creates something nutty. I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't
that's a great. Yeah, ask it a nonsense question.
ask it nonsense questions and see if it responds back with nonsense.
Yeah, and I can test that too, Gianluca, if you send me the link to install it.
Okay.
Wherever we are in testing wise, I can try to test it and see if I can start asking silly questions and questions from the forum that I, have answered over the years for Fabric and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah. The idea is sorry. I have. We talked also about that one. Either we can dive in later if you want. This is the. I created that backlog with no priority. We should
Okay.
add priority together. One is the Greg requests. If we yeah, first step is if you are available to have a meeting with him and Bobby. He is in Philadelphia, so I have your time zone,
Yep.
and yeah, we can talk about with it. And the his request is related to the generation of user manuals from code, and I think it's pretty impossible at the moment because he has a visual Java application. So when you have a visual application, you cannot create. Yeah, there is not one path, but infinite paths.
Okay.
Yeah, you can click the first button, the last button, or other kind of combination. Yeah, you are infinite combination to, and so it's. I think it's impossible. But I also checked one. Yeah, I found one other tool. It's that one, Scrape, and it generate manual starting from a short video. So you say I checked the
Okay.
website, and it said if you want your manual, start recording your video. Click on that. You create your path with your video, and it creates the manual. And
Okay.
about the other bullet points, we have the average fabric deploy, and is the previous request. I will do that. I also like to add other document sources, and will share the link. The dashboard, which is very important for user that wants to test our system with their own documents.
Okay.
And like rich UX, add the links to document sources. I talked about that with Jerem. Jerem, I think it's add another. He has another commitment with, I think, session is exam until the 19th, and I will update him after that. And the other two are, one is in case of very if we need very short, very fast UX test, there is some tool like Streamlit. It's like a low code tool to create AI chatbot front end. And the last one is advanced drug and multi-agent architecture. I have some example, and we can plan to integrate in our um, chatbot
So
with
explain the last two. What's unique? I'm at the Streamlit website right now. What exactly do they do?
okay, yeah, about Streamlit, it's that one. Sometimes we can have, in case of, uh, yeah, I know him. It. I also used something Gradio, which is very similar. Is an AI. It's a Python UX and
So you're
create.
talking about code generation or app generation?
Sorry, no, 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 no. It's a front end chatbot. It's a very fast front end chatbot. You write a chunk of code and you have the front end part. And also, if you change something else, if you want to add extra feature, just to add one line of code and have extra feature. This is related to if we stuck because some front end developers are, mm, have other commitment, like at the moment. I talk with Socratic and Jaram, and they are involved in exam and session. If we want to test something or wants to change something, we cannot at the moment. But if we also have an alternative to do that, like Streamlit, um, we can think to use that for our MVP. I don't know if it's clear.
I'm still not, Bobby, are you
And
following
I'm
me
not,
with this?
no, not at all.
Yeah,
Okay,
I try again.
so
Well, let
Okay,
me
if
ask a question,
so,
Gianluca.
yeah, yeah,
Is
sure.
this Streamlit doing coding for us?
No, no, no. Sorry, no, no, no.
Is it creating a user interface for us?
Yes, it solve the user. Yeah, let me explain with an example. If we have Greg, for example, we talk with Greg. Greg said, um, "I I want to pay with this feature." Okay, we decide to go in that direction, and we start with our chatbot. I don't know, and we provide our chatbot to Greg, and Greg asks us, "I'd like to test a different user interface. I want to add a link in the chatbot. Okay, but we don't have front end developer to modify our MVP.
so is this sort of
Okay,
analogous to what CSS is to HTML?
uh, yes, a little
Like,
bit.
hey, if
It's
you want to format what your chatbot UI looks like, here's this sort of quasi language
yeah, a little bit. It's
to
in
to
Python.
to just modify some code and change the look and feel of your chatbot.
Yeah, similar. It's in Python, so I'm able to modify it, but it also provides a lot of feature that you can um, add or change uh, very quickly.
Such as,
If I wanted to
Eh,
change the background color of the existing UX, could I do that here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. But it's not. If you want to add some extra feature, yeah, you see the code here
yeah, so what
on
do
the
you mean by
left.
features? Like a chatbot, other than the way it looks, it's always like ask a question, get an answer. Like, what are there some features I'm not thinking about that they can add to a chatbot?
I don't know if you try to don't change. No, it's not possible to change. Yeah, if you see on the left the code, it's some with 30 lines of code. You have your chatbot on the right. If in React JS, it's not possible. Okay, I don't know
Okay,
if
Swapna
Yeah,
just
but is
says,
it just like, does it just change the text, the colors, the fonts, the positioning? Is it left justified, right justifies it? Is it all just layout, or is it adding actually any other chatbot features?
no any other chatbot
Strictly
features.
layout,
No, any other chatbot features.
such
so
as,
according to Swapnil in the chat, Streamlit is only a testing UI for quick prototyping with our model. We can share a Streamlit link and gradually build the application, and once done, we release it to the main app. Not for the existing UX. The existing UX will be developed by an engineer only.
it still
Absolutely,
sounds
I
like it's
agree.
just layout. That's what I'm
Yes,
sort of getting at. This
if
is
we
all
need,
about layout, the way CSS is all about layout.
yeah, 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 absolutely.
I think what Jean-Luc was trying to say is that once we develop a model and we start working on a model, then we can, instead of waiting for an engineer to build the front end, we can provide a Streamlit, which is very easy to prototype.
No, no,
And
I'm just,
then
I
we
get
can,
that part. I was just looking to confirm, does it just handle layout, or does it do more than just layout?
Also, not only the layout, but also add some feature. I don't know, um,
Such as,
develop concept
for
API
our main
reference.
application, I think we'll have to stick with the React part. We don't have to worry about the Streamlit part. The Streamlit part is only for sharing with other people so that they can prototype, like they can interact with our model, but not really wait for the other engineer to finish working on the front end.
Mhm.
That front end
again,
is
you're just sort of saying,
separate.
yes, this is a way to allow someone to easily modify the front end.
Yes.
So
Does
the
it do,
question I think Peter has is, could you add a feature such as create user, like, I don't know what the feature is, but some coded feature to the
add a
chatbot?
like, don't like button to the answer, or
Yeah, like
Uh,
an approval rating at the bottom of each screen. Was this satisfactory? Yes or no? Could you have Streamlit prototype that?
You could add those things, but I think it does not solve our larger goal, which is that we need to have that application. It does not do anything with our main application. It will
Got
never. I think it has very little features to be used as a main application. It will only be used as a testing application or a prototype, so that we can like if we develop something new with the model, or if we add new features to the model, such as we can have like people can interact with their own files. So building a front end for that is time taking, and it is a very it is a slow process. So instead of that, you could build a Streamlit app, which is very easy to prototype, and then you can share that with the other users so that they can get a feedback with the current state of our model.
Mhm.
all right.
yeah, I think
I'm
it's
still
what.
interpreting
Sorry.
all of that to mean it's still just UX front end, is the way I'm interpreting that
Yes,
answer.
and a very simple and a very primitive, you could say, front end. It's only just to prototype with the
Okay,
machine learning model that our model is.
gotcha.
And I think it's what we can evaluate. You can evaluate to spend like I don't know one day to investigate this kind of
So,
tool.
well, I
Sorry.
can see this falling into the business plan in a way when you're trying to attract new clients and say, and we will be offering different dashboards that you can customize. Let's sit down and see what you want your dashboard to look like. And then we'll bring it back to our developers to code once you're a client. That kind of idea this would fit into
Yes,
rather than,
I think, yeah, Bobby, I think
no, no, that
you
was it.
got it. Yeah, yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And then the
But it does not
advanced
do
RAG
like
with multi-agents, explain the use case there. Give me an example.
Okay. Yeah. I found some documents on that, and I think we also can plan, no, can plan. We should add priority to that. Uh,
I just want to make
uh,
sure we're talking about the same thing. Can you explain what you mean by advanced reg and multi-agent architecture so we're on the same page?
okay, advanced reg means are some techniques to improve response quality.
Okay.
And if you want just one details, it's the one technique. It's the re-rank, re-rank of the document source result after one question. When you ask question to the chatbot um, takes from the knowledge base some documents and use that documents to extract the some part and create the response. And the
Okay.
re-rank are in the middle, re-ranking the documents and improving the response. And multi-agents, it's something that and yeah, I can also show you the documents. It's like multi-agent plugin. Yeah, I think that one, which is very interesting. There are different use cases like webs. There are different use cases. Retrieval agents. Let me show.
Just
But
to
just
add here, another
conceptually,
use case.
is what you're referring to with multi-agent is where you have a master agent, and then this one is the subject matter for all things Bobby Mascara. This
Woo.
one is the one that's an expert in all things Peter Camille, and you can say, if you ask it a question, it'll know where to go to get the information.
Yeah, it's related
Is
to
that what multi-agents is, or is it something else?
it's related to a complex execution. It's not a question answering, but when you ask some question, maybe one agent can use knowledge base, and other agents use the
Yeah,
web
so it
search.
says all orchestrated by essential agent manager. Okay, so all right, so it's the concept of essential agent manager
Mhm.
that can ask and get information from each subject matter expert agent, and maybe even do these in sequential if it's a multi-step process.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
perfect. There are
all
some
right.
example. Yeah, one example is if you're some it could be that the AI chatbot does not have the response, but in that case, it, it can use another agent that searches on the web, try to search on the web the response, and return the response to the AI chatbot agent, and the agent replied to the question. I don't know if it's clear.
No, I get the concept. I just want to make sure we're all when you use any kind of technical jargon. I just want to make sure we know what the technical jargon means.
Yeah, no, no, sure, sure.
So we're
It's
not
just
misinterpreting it. But
yeah.
I do need to run. I've got something starting at 10 o'clock. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock. I have a meeting with Don at 4 o'clock to review the advisor agreement with him. And Bobby, I just to your point, I was thinking about our conversation last week of like, hey, I want to assign them to some specific projects, but we don't know what those projects are. So like, how do we sort of specify that in the agreement so it's clear that like, hey, you're doing more than just showing up for a
Monday
biweekly
morning
meeting.
stand up. That's great. I also updated all the forms on Trello with
Okay.
Google Drive links from the one that you sent me. And I think I got
Okay.
everything in there okay. I did the cap table, the advisory form, and the corporate checklist. So all three of
Okay.
those were updated, and the links to the Google Docs are in Trello. The one we have to work on before we totally do the incorporation is the team form. So
Okay.
specify what, and I guess that question that you just had about the monthly commitment is going to really touch base on that one because these are the worker bees. the piece of
Yeah,
work.
right. So it needs to clearly set expectations and hold people accountable. And
Yes.
the less vague language, the better.
Yes.
That's what I was sort of getting at. Like we use ChatGPT, but there's a lot of vague language in there. How do we
Yeah.
tighten that up?
Yeah. Okay. So that would be 1:00. So I will have a rough draft of the team form so that we can try to pick that apart.
We can go through that. I was hoping we would use the 1:00. Like since I'm meeting with Don at 4:00, like I just
Yeah.
wanted
Just
to get
review the
feedback
documents
first.
before. Yeah.
So that's fine. But at 1:00, I sort of wanted us to get back to the unique value proposition and review the MVT document again
Okay.
and go
Okay.
through that second page of like, hey, do we want to explore some of these other options? Because
Perfect.
I did talk with Eric over the weekend. We went out to dinner, and I'll share that in feedback from him and the other people we were at dinner with.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
guys at 1. Have fun.
See you at 1.
Okay, fine.
Bye.
Bye.
So when he said MVP document, I'm not sure where that is.
It's that one. Is that one? I think I'm using for my FX print. Is that one? When you use
Could
it
you just
putting,
put a link to that in the chat so that I know what he's?
yeah, you put your image here, and it's you can.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. That would be awesome. Thank you. So that I can put it somewhere in Trello. And I just want to make sure, Swamnil, do you have access to the Trello board?
Yes, Bobby, I have
Okay,
access.
good. I just want to make sure. Awesome. All right. So I don't know,
I
Gianluca, if you and Swapnil have stuff to talk about moving forward with the development work.
Yeah, I think we can start putting the priority to that bullet points with Peter, and after that, I want to talk with Swapnil, Sopratik, and Jairam, and the other people that involved in the project.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. And again, if we need another meeting, we can always add one Thursday or Friday. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think
The holiday.
no, yeah, I think I'm okay at the moment. Personally, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm working on the Epic Sprint. And we'll see you later.
Yep. Talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.